everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel India Gate. This is Nandini Sharma. In this session of Discrete and Engineering Mathematics, we talk about principle of inclusion and exclusion. Before starting of this video, if you are watching first time my channel, so please subscribe and click on bell icon for all notification of my new video. So, inclusion and exclusion principle. Let A and B be any finite set, then n of A union B equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. It is also written as mod A union B is equivalent to mod A plus mod B minus mod A intersection B. Now, if for any finite set ABC, then the formula for principle of inclusion and exclusion is written as n of A union B union C is equal to n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of C intersection A plus n of A intersection B intersection C. So these two formula is very important for in principle of inclusion and exclusion, and this is help for solving the all question. Now move on next question. In a survey of a group 80 people, it is found that 60 like egg and 30 like fish. Find percentage of people like both egg and fish. So come to the solution. Here given data is that n of E is represent your number of people who's like egg, and n of F represent your number of people who like fish. So here n of E is 60, n of F is 30, and n of A union B means combination of people who like egg and fish is 80. Then what is the percentage of people who's like both egg and fish? So here using of principle of inclusion and exclusion and put all the data given above. Here A union B is 80, n of A is 60, n of B is 30, and n of A intersection B is found. So here when we got solving this equation, we got number of people who like both, it is 10. So we find the percentage of people who like both element. Here total number of people is 80. So this is that 10 upon 80 is multiplied by 100. So we got 12.5%, which is your answer. Means 12.5% is like both egg and fish. Now move on next question. Out of 20 people, 50 take maths, 140 of them take economics, and 20 took both. How many those not took any of courses? So given data is n of M means total number of students who take maths is 15, and n of E is total number of students who takes economics is 140, and total number of students who took both subjects is n of A intersection E is equivalent to 24. So solution is that after the apply the formula inclusion and exclusion, we got this equation, and here we got total number of students who took maths and economics is 166. So and we know that in the class 200 students. So who those student who not take any subject, so we subtract this 166 from 200 students, so we got 34. This is your correct answer. Now move on next question. The probability that it will rain today is 0.5. The probability that it will rain tomorrow is 0.6, and the probability that it will rain either today or tomorrow is 0.7. What is probability that it will rain today and tomorrow? So here mode of RTO is representative probability of rain today is 0.5, and mode of RTW is representative your probability that will rain tomorrow is 0.6, and RTO union RTW represent your probability either rain today or tomorrow is 0.7. Now using of principle of inclusion and exclusion and put all the values, then we got the probability of rain today and tomorrow is 0.4. Now move on next question. In a room containing 28 people, there are 18 people who speak English, 15 people who speak Hindi, and 22 people who speak Kannada. 13 people speak both English and Kannada, whereas 9 people speak both English and Hindi. 11 people speak both Hindi and Kannada. How many people speak all the three languages? So this is very straightforward question which is asked in GATE in 1998. So according to given data, is equal to person speak English, H is equivalent to person speak Hindi, and K is a person speak Kannada. So assume that everyone in the room speaks at least one of the language. So according to given data, N of E union H union K is equivalent to 28. N of E is 18, means total number of people who speak English is 18, and total number of people who speak Hindi is 15, and total number of people who speak Kannada is 22, and total number of people who speak English and Hindi both is 9. Total number of people who speak Hindi and Kannada is 11, and total number of people who speak Kannada and English is 13. So what is this? People speak all three languages, means K intersection E intersection H. So applying the principle of inclusion and exclusion, and we directly put all the values according to this formula. So after solving this equation, we got the value of K intersection E intersection H, means total number of people who speak both three languages is 6 or 6. Now move on next question, which is asked in GATE 2008. A sample space has two events A and B such that probabilities P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 2, P of A bar equal to 1 by 3, P of B bar equal to 1 by 3, where P is represent your probability. What is the probability of A union B? So using of the principle of inclusion and exclusion, and we also know that the probability of A bar is equivalent to 1 minus PA. So here what is the value of PA is equivalent to 1 minus P bar, means 1 minus 1 by 3. So we got 2 by 3 the probability of A and 2 by 3 is probability of B. So apply these values on the principle of inclusion and exclusion. We got the P union B means probability of A union B is equivalent to 5 by 6. Now move on next question, which is asked in GATE 2000. E1 and E2 are event in a probability space satisfying the following constraints. Here three constraints. First one is your probability of E1 is equivalent to probability of E2. Second constraint is probability of E1 union probability of E2 is equal to 1. And third constraint is that probability of E1 and E2 are independent events. So the value of probability of E1 means the probability of event E1 is what? So firstly we consider that here first constraint is equivalent to x and second constraint is your second equation. We know that given the conditions and constraints E1 and E2 are independent, so probability of E1 intersection E2 is equivalent to probability of E1 and probability of E2. So from equation first we put the value into the equation this. So we got x square. After the applying the principle of inclusion and exclusion, we got that probability of E1 union E2 is equal to 1. Probability of E1 is x and probability of E2 is also x. First equation, probability of E1 and E2 is equivalent to your x. So after the solving this equation, we got x minus 1 of whole square is equivalent to 0. So we found that x is equal to 1. Then the probability of event E1 is equivalent to 1. This is your correct answer. So this session is end here. I hope you understand all the points. Thank you for watching.